the government says councils need to merge to save money and because big is best. Doesn't that make sense?
No, it does not make sense. This whole merger exercise has been a sham right from the beginning. The current proposal to force Mosman to merge is the third different proposal in less than a year. And this time, the government hasn't even bothered to prepare detailed financials. Let's not forget, it is up to the government to prove its claim that council should merge. But it has failed to show that such a massive upheaval is worth it. What's even worse is that when its numbers didn't stack up, the government ignored the evidence and tried to ram through forced mergers against overwhelming public opposition. Premier Baird claimed it was all about efficiency and savings. But that's rubbish. The biggest councils in Sydney are the worst performers. Mosman's one of the best performers and ticked all the right boxes on the government's own checklist. The government claims that mergers are justified by a report from consultants KPMG. But the government has always refused to release the KPMG report. Why? What's it hiding? KPMG was never independent. And KPMG has contradicted itself by giving the opposite advice to 3 councils in the Kume area.
But didn't the government hold public inquiries last year about these merger proposals?
Yes, it did. But they were a farce, just going through the motions. Baird said he was holding inquiries to, quote, let the people have their say. But the government didn't listen to what the people did say. At every inquiry, there was overwhelming public opposition and mountains of written evidence against the mergers, but virtually nothing in favour except the government's own PR spin and its secret KPMG report. Guess what? Nearly all the public servants who conducted the inquiries swallowed the government's line and rubber-stamped the proposed mergers. The government was elected on a promise not to forcibly merge councils. Its own experts advised against forced mergers. It's losing in the courts. But the government is still pig-headedly trying to bulldoze ahead.
So, if the government's claims don't stack up, why is it still pushing unpopular forced mergers?
Well, it's the government's hidden agenda that Baird was never game to say out loud. What the government wants to do is to abolish Mosman's planning and development controls so it can dictate where developers can build high density. Now, Mosman residents had a say in creating Mosman's local environment plan, our own LEP. That controls housing density and has a 5-storey height limit. But that would all be dumped in a merger, and Mosman would be subject to high density development like Chatswood and North Sydney. Who wants that?